Hi Sagittarius, it's Power Light Tarot coming at you with the reading, and today we have another cool reading, Sagittarius. Yeah, we do. We start with success. Yeah, completely cool, right? And you know, Sagittarius, you could be maybe moving towards success in your own life, in your personal life, like with regard to a career. You could, your own business, whatever it could be. The nodes are changing, and right, and things could be coming to us. For Sagittarius, it could be more of a light nudge, but you could move towards something that you are more fated toward, or something else that you're fated to be doing, things like that. That's what the nodes are about. And we also have inner peace, right? And you know, and you never want to downplay this. I think these are the koi fish, but you never want to downplay inner peace, because yeah, it's great, you know, kind of when you see this card. But if you've been without inner peace, it's right. This card is like you're like, oh God, save my life, right? Yeah, and somebody here, usually when that shows up, there is something very profound that is either bringing you inner peace or giving you, or for somebody else that you are involved with, right? Excuse me, you don't have to be involved with them. Maybe they are coming, right? Could be. And we also have take action. And see, somebody's going to take action here. They're coming like an angel, Sagittarius. So if they were a jerk before, they've changed. Now they're an angel, right? And yeah. And before we begin, though, if you guys would like your own reading, you can get a free 5-minute psychic reading with Mystic Sense. Yeah, the link is below. You have to click on that. And you can read all about that over there, right? If you want a reading with me, I have a bunch of readings available. I still have the $60 promotional video link. And it's funny how I never do this, like, except when I'm, like, lifting my face with my eyes until I don't know if it's the camera, it's probably the glare in here. But getting back to the video, we still have the $60 30-minute video. You get a private video link, right? I have psychic readings, and they are coming out accurate. They are. We see the Silva grad in the back, and I'm going to Mastery as well. But Silva's it's about meditation, but the real point of Silva is to hone your psychic abilities and also to solve problems in your life with your higher consciousness. Yeah. So yeah, and we also have video chat readings, right, where we talk one-on-one. Yeah, and I would always recommend having a psychic reading before any of those readings. Yeah, because you're going to learn different things. The psychic is just what comes to me, and the card readings are about what I'm seeing in the cards, right? And yes, some of it is a little similar, some of it's similar, but not all of it. Yeah, so it's very if you really want to be enlightened on things, yeah, it's awesome. So let's continue here, Sagittarius. And you could have forgot all about this because of, you know, because I'm talking away, right? Success and inner peace. Yeah, inner peace is success too, right? Yeah, and this could be saying that something that is successful will bring you inner peace, definitely, and take action. But we have imprisonment. So that is not inner peace. We have the community card. This is typically about a family. Maybe it's about a community, like a group, or, you know, could be maybe kind of an Aquarian thing, like friends and clubs and just stuff like that. But they are showing the family. Yeah, they are. Yeah, and this is a family, in case, you know, somebody comes here and says that's not a family. Not you guys, but the insanity that is ensuing all around us. Yeah. And I feel bad for the young people, because some of them are just thinking that this is like just normal life. No, it's not. It's like forced change, right? Forced. Nothing is flowing and nothing's natural. We have judication. And here is the judge, right? With his silly wig on, right? I feel like that really came from England, but hey, you know, no digs, because they did it here in the United States. But remember, we were kind of, we were colonized by the English, right? And so were so many countries around the world. Yeah, we could talk about a lot of fascinating things. They have, you know, but we're not going to do it here today about history, right? And funny, if you do know about history, then you will understand what is happening on the world stage. Yeah, because they are repeating that, and this is why they are wiping history from some of the books. Yeah, they are. But let's get back to this, Sagittarius, because somebody could be making a decision about you. Somebody could be getting a divorce because he's a judge, and he's talking to two people here, and he's not telling them, hey, great, you guys bought a house together. He's not, right? And it's right next to the community card. Somebody looks like they're getting a divorce here. Remember I said the community is a family. This is a three-person family. It is three-people family, or yeah. And somebody's in prison about it. Somebody could have got a divorce because they want success with you. Yeah, it really could be happening here, Sagittarius, because we have the moon. This is seduction. And, the oracle spread always tells the story ahead of time with the tarot reading. It just does, right? Except the tarot also fills things in, of course. It's just a little different of a reading, like I was saying about the psychic readings, on top of the tarot readings, right? This is romance and seduction, Sagittarius. You seduce somebody, right? Maybe it was with your wisdom and your philosophy. What do you think, right? It could have been with your hot, fiery passion. We have upheaval. There's some type of a breakup or something's happening here with this judication. Yeah, it's a decision, a major decision here. And here's the vulture. This is upheaval. So, when we see the vulture and the asphodel, right? Yeah, that's the name of the flower here. I'm not really sure about these flowers, but I used to live in this backyard I used to live in this house, a very cool kind of rented house, maybe an hour from San Francisco. But the whole point about it is that in that house, there was oleander in the yard. I mean, I didn't know that they were deadly. I'm like, oh my God, one day I'm watching a movie and I'm going, oh shit. I don't know if they called it oleander or not, but this vulture, Sagittarius, upheaval, talks about somebody who is waiting for something to die, because it is the vulture. And what do? They wait for the animal to die so they can go eat it. Now, I don't think anybody wants to eat the remains here. No, I don't think that. But I feel like somebody's waiting for, or somebody on purposely, maybe there's an ending here. Yeah, with the vulture, right? There is. And maybe somebody's waiting for something to end. Somebody could have forced. We were talking about forced change earlier. Yeah, that's a true story. Please don't ever say, please don't be in an energy where you don't know what's going on. Yeah, we don't need that. It's not good. But hey, as somebody said that I don't give people credit. I give them credit. I just know that the average Jane and Joe does not. Yeah. And so I've really studied it. Yeah. And you guys are probably, I'm sure you guys are probably more awakened, right? But let's get back to this, Sagittarius. And there's a decision made here. It's based on romance, and somebody wants success with you, and there is an ending. And this upheaval has to do with the breakup or something like that, or a court date, or going to court, something like that. And we know it has to do with the family because it's next to the community card, and so, yeah. And somebody's in prison. I feel like they have let themselves out with this decision to create an ending or something like that with the vulture, right? He is all about death, isn't he? He sure is. Let's see what we got, Sagittarius, and we will discuss your person's cards. We will discuss them at the end, right? Let's see what we have, you guys. And we have popping out Four of Pentacles. This can talk about greed. Maybe somebody's being greedy in court. They could with that adjudication card. Maybe you're a judge, Sagittarius, right? You're going to be a fair one. As long as you do know what's going on. There's no fair. There's no, hell no, because it's corrupto, right? Let's pay attention to this, though, Sagittarius. Let's see what we got. Four of Pentacles. This can talk about somebody holding on to you, or you holding on to them, or greed. It could in this deck. Yeah, this is a little bit of a different deck. It is, but it is based on the Rider-Waite or Ritter, whatever they call it. Excuse me. Yeah, but it's either Ritter or Rider, but it just sounds nicer. Rider-Waite, right? Let's see what we have. And The Devil's here. The Empress is here. Judgment is here. I can't hold it up until I cover up, you know, these people who are lying here. She's getting ready to blow the horn for a rebirth. That's what she's getting ready to do in this reading, and you can tell. And they are still lying in their coffins. Yeah, they are. Maybe your person's an undertaker, right? They could be, Sagittarius. It could be an undertaker. Maybe they're a guard over at the prison or a judge, right? Yeah, maybe, right? And sounds like 3 jobs I don't want to do, right? The judge part's good, but except that everything is so, everything is such a lie that no, I don't want to be there, because if I don't go along with the lies and they're going to do something to me, they are. And so I don't want to be an undertaker, Sagittarius, and I don't want to be a prison guard either. No, I'm a woman. I don't want to be a prison guard. Yeah. Let's see what we have. Yeah. And so let's see. We have in this reading, we have the King of Wands is here. The King of Cups. Maybe there's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Maybe there's another fire sign. Venus is here for Taurus and Libra, right? Basically. I don't really read it as Libra, but hey, you know, in the tarot, it definitely can be. Libra is justice for me. But here's the Empress, and this is in the overall energy. So this is about somebody who is sexually drawn towards you or sensually, right? Passion. Because remember, we see seduction here with the moon and romance. That's what this card talks about. Yeah, it talks about I'm over the moon with you and, you know, romantic. It can talk about cycles, but mostly that is kind of romance and seduction. And so, you know, here we also have the Devil here. We're not going to show the Devil because he has 2 people chained and they're still in their birthday suit, right? And they said, well, if you're going to chain me up, can you at least put some clothes on me, right? And then, you know, and here's the Devil. And this is either what you want or what's helping you. And I feel like this reading is coming through subtly, kind of like, you know, the same thing. Sometimes it comes subtle. Some of the cards, right? This is how your intuition works, right? It's like a subtle voice sometimes. I mean, sometimes it'll bang you in the head, but a lot of times it's just a kind of a faint, like very subtle. And then if you don't listen to it, you could be in trouble, right? And so, but in this reading, what's helping you here is the Devil, that somebody here is chained without your love. That's what's going on here. And that's what the imprisonment card is talking about. This person is chained or you are. So whoever I am referring to in the reading, it could be either or. Either. It could be. Here's the imprisonment card next to take action in the family. Yeah, somebody looks like they're walking away from a family dynamic, or they're walking away from some type of a relationship, maybe a divorce, maybe to have a family with you. That could be true too, right? It definitely could. And let's see. And coming into play, Sagittarius, is judgment. So remember, she didn't like blow the horn yet. No, she didn't. She's getting ready to do it. Somebody's coming to tell you they made a decision because of the adjudication card, and that they made a decision and that they want a rebirth with you. And will you please, pretty please. Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, pretty please. Yeah, which is, you know, a nice way, right? Pretty please. For sure they did, right? Yeah. And let's look at the King of Cups. Sits in the past, but he doesn't want that offer. If you see him. Your person turned somebody down, or you did here. And that's the King of Wands showing up. And this is another card where, you know, this is in the near future, but it looks like somebody's getting turned down here. Again. So, because he's clenching like this, and he's kind of like looking out of the side, looking sideways. Maybe that's you. Maybe they think you're going to behave like that. Like, I'm not sure. And the wand is being offered. And, you know, the lion is there, so there is courage. And let's get a card on that. The King of Wands for Sagittarius. And the Hermit's reversed. Maybe we have Virgo, Taurus, or Virgo. Not Taurus or Capricorn. We could have Capricorn, the Devil. We could have anybody here. But it's possible here that there is a Virgo here who is in the reverse for some. And it could be anybody, right? But this could be a person, is my point. But I feel like what happened is that somebody went through some type of a spiritual awakening here. And then they realized that you really seduce them, and that they're willing to do whatever it takes to come forward, to have the success with you. Because after success is inner peace. So when we see inner peace and imprisonment and disjudication, a decision's being made because somebody is imprisoned and they need to have inner peace. So therefore they need to take action. Here is the sweet angel, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, these days they'll say that angel is evil. Yeah, it's a bullshit, dude. Hope it's real clear, right? Yeah. And if you're not, I mean, the thing I always say is go watch the mainstream, right? The mainstream news, and then watch an independent journalist, and do that 3 or 4 times with different ones. And there's plenty of them here. And you will understand. That's it. That's all you got to do. Watch them about the same subject. Yeah. Okay. 5 of Wands, Sagittarius. In this deck, it talks about working together. And you can kind of tell the guy has his head, like they're on a team, some type of a team here with these wands. But, they are working together, because you can tell his body language is a little bit slower, right? If you want to hurt somebody in this type of situation, you're quicker, right? Yeah, it's a slow, you can tell by the body language there, you can. And this is in your advice, Sagittarius. This person wants to work with you. And they're willing to do just about anything here. Yeah, Sagittarius, it does look like that. And when I say just about anything, they look like they're leaving some type of a situation. Right? They look like they could go legal for you. You know what I mean by that? Yeah, legal, right? Hopefully they're not a jailbird, right? Yeah, these days all you have to do is believe something. You might end up being a jailbird. That's it. You haven't done anything. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is. Yeah, what about Snowden and Assange, right? Yeah. Let's get back to this, right? Let's see what we have, Sagittarius. And, yeah. And in your advice, this is also how you're being affected. Like, this person wants to work with you. That is both. Let's get another card. And we have the Page of Cups. This talks about a new stage, like a new kind of chapter of nice feelings. Like starting over with the Page of Cups. Is that him? That's him, right? Trusting your intuition for a new beginning. That's really what it is, right? We should always be trusting our intuition, right? It's when we don't is when things go south, right? Yeah. Just real quick, my friend was telling me that she didn't want to go to a certain party. Of course, I would never say her name here, but she didn't want to go to a party. She had to go take a plane for it, not too far away. And so, she went because she felt like, well, that's my friend, and, some type of retirement anniversary, I'm not sure. But the point about it is that she didn't really want to go. And then when she came back, she could be listening. Don't get mad at me, all right? But when she came back, she had to get gas. And it's at the same airport gas station that she just saw a robbery like 6 months ago. So she didn't trust her intuition twice, and and there they are opening the door and robbing her, right, of all her stuff. So but I understand why she didn't maybe listen to her intuition, because she was probably in a hurry. She wanted to go home, right? And she needed gas, and she's like, oh, it'll be okay. No, dude. So yeah, trust your intuition. In the environment, Sagittarius, is the Two of Cups. He's approaching her. And he is approaching her, and he's got his head cocked to the side. She's ready to listen. And this is in your environment. This person's coming to tell you all about whatever. Yeah, I feel like they could be coming to tell you that I trust my intuition and you're a soulmate. That definitely could be. But they have been seduced by you. Also in your environment, Sagittarius, is the Three of Wands. He lets the bird go. And yeah. And so just to shout out to my friend who's very intelligent and very intuitive, but I understand when you got to get home to kids and, stuff like that. And trust me, I've been there, right? Yeah. But, it's just always kind of it's interesting. I've gone through the same thing where like you're already trusting your intuition, but then there's that one time you don't do it, right? And then you get bit in the ass, right? Yeah. So this Three of Wands, Sagittarius, he's letting the bird go. This is in your environment. They're coming to talk to you, that they let something go here. And that they have something special to tell you because he's reading something. Yeah. In your person's hopes and in your hopes and fears. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, it's been a long day here. Is the Two of Swords. Now, she put the swords down and she almost like give it up to God or give it to the universe or give it to power and light. We're not sure here, but let's look at the hopes and fears here and the Two of Pentacles. So here, I feel like you're in this energy where I don't know what's going to happen, but hey, I'll just have to see, kind of. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely. And the Seven of Swords is your outcome here. You know, this is usually, it can be deception, but it's usually like something called subterfuge, right? And this is kind of like this energy where you want to get ahead or something, but you have to lie to do it because you can't, it's kind of like that. Or you have to plan something. Your person could have like lied to somebody why they're leaving, because the Seven of Swords, you know, this is linked to the traditional card. He is running away, like an escape, right? He is. And we also have the Seven of Pentacles. So we have sevens together. There's a lot of analysis here at the end of your reading. And you have the twos, these two twos. You're still wondering, are you coming? Yeah, pretty much. It looks like that. It does really. Are you going to show up for me or what? I'm tired, right? Maybe you could be, right? Yeah, because you look like you're like a lot of thinking going on with the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the sevens. You know, the twos can be always juggling an idea or, you know, hey, you know, kind of like that between two things. And then the sevens are always evaluation, right? Your person's first card, Sagittarius, is the Trout and the Lily of the Valley. I think that sounds so beautiful, the Lily of the Valley. And this is a beautiful flower here. And, you know, the trout and the lily here is about purification. So purification is a process where you go through an awakening and, you know, you learn, but you learn the really hard way. And, you know, things change for you, but you usually have to leave something behind. And it can be quite painful purification. And it can be quite gratifying and awakening and illuminating and just beautiful. It can, but it usually starts with the night of the soul. Yeah. And your person has crossing them as devotion, the sheep and the blackberry. Here they are, Sagittarius. They want to eat you like a blackberry. They're devoted. And I told you that they are, right? And seduction is showing up for them, why it's all happening. Remember, the moon is here. And you have seduced them, Sagittarius, out of their mind, out of their pants, right? You guys know what I mean, right? Out of their pants, right? And so here is allure, desire, and manipulation. And so I feel like this person is like, when we talk about manipulation, maybe they are afraid of you because they have manipulated you. That we'll find out in the other reading. But that could be a part of it. But this is about manipulating their life, manipulating an ending. Like manipulating so they can be with you. And that's what this subterfuge card, where is that? That Seven of Swords talks about. He's making this kind of workhorse here. He's planning something very carefully, right? He is. And so this person is breaking away from somebody because they feel too seduced by you, and you bring them inner peace, Sagittarius. You do. Yeah. And this other situation that they are in brings them restriction and imprisonment. Yeah, we're getting the reading. We're going to have a 10-card oracle and a 10-card tarot spread. Thank you so much for joining me here, you guys. God bless you guys. Yeah, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe.